Hey, what is up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toaster Bros, and today we bring you the $400 Intel gaming PC.
Let's get right into it, shall we? But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Do you need help with YouTube? Are you ready to take the next step and make your channel bigger? Alright, well listen up, I got just the thing for you. It's called TubeBuddy. It's an extension tailored for YouTube and it offers all kinds of tools. One of my favorite is the tag suggester, and another one of my favorite is the best time to upload feature. But that's only to name a few, so go check it out for yourself in the link down below.
Alright guys, so this PC is going to be one of the cheapest, pretty much all new Intel-based builds. You heard that right, an Intel-based build that's around $400 using some new parts, well, minus the graphics card. But this system is, well, something that we wanted to try out to test the i3-9100F, which is a quad-core processor from Intel. Is it the best value for your dollar? We don't really know yet. We're gonna benchmark it and compare it to whatever other systems we build on the channel. You can go check those out if you hit the eye in the top right corner. But this is an interesting offering, and how about we go ahead and talk about the rest of the parts that make this build possible.
So as Matt pointed out, this is an Intel build and it has the i3-9100F in it, so this actually goes pretty hand in hand with a 2200G from what I could tell. We almost went with like a Pentium, but when we found this guy right here, which we didn't even really know existed, we were like, okay, we have to go with this. So this is basically the same as the i3-9100, except the F just means it has no integrated graphics. Why an F, I couldn't tell you, but no integrated graphics, so it makes it cheaper. And to house that processor, we have a motherboard from MSI. This is the B360M Gaming Plus. It's a micro ATX motherboard and it's very nice looking. It's gonna match really nicely with this black and red color scheme we have going on. And here we have an 8 gig kit from G-Skill of 2400 megahertz DDR4 RAM. So RAM's like super cheap right now, so really you can get pretty much whatever, but we'll have a link for this in the description down below because this was extra cheap.
So Matt, what card is this? I've never seen this before.
Is it a RX 780?
I mean, mine is too, and you have an RX 580. So this is an RX 580 off of eBay. We paid just around $100 for it as usual. And yeah, nice MSI once again with the black and red color scheme. It's gonna look really good and it's gonna perform really well in the system. And for storage, Team Group was actually nice enough to send over a 256 gig SSD. This is the GX2 2.5-inch SSD, just your basic SSD, and it'll get the job done. It's nice and cheap, and it'll help for a good boot drive.
We're actually able to save some money on them because of the mail-in rebates. The power supply, which is a Corsair VS550, it's a 550 watt power supply that we got for $19.99, well, $20, which is a really good price for a Corsair power supply, similar to one of those EVGA 500 watts, but well, it's from Corsair. And this case right here is the Carbide Spec 04. This thing right here we got for $30. It's, well, a Corsair case, looks really nice, has that red color scheme that we were going for with the rest of the parts. And it has a side panel that's just your basic acrylic side panel. Again, it's nothing too crazy, but for a $400 budget PC build and having the red color scheme, it's gonna look really nice. And one more thing to deck out this case, we actually didn't go with RGB fans this time. A little bit of an optional upgrade you can go with are some cheap red LED fans, which we have right here from Apevia. They're super cheap. If you want to add maybe just a few into this case to get better airflow and a little better look, you have that option. So how about we go right ahead and start building this PC. Alright guys, so now that we've benchmarked this system, let's talk about some of the numbers real quick. Now this thing was honestly pretty impressive. The i3-9100F, even though it's just a quad-core processor, can play pretty much any game you want at 1080p in medium to high settings like Fortnite, PUBG, and a bunch of other titles that are out nowadays. Running medium to high settings was no problem, well over 60 FPS. That RX 580, of course, carried the show, and Jackson's gonna mention another PC configuration that you could go with that is similar to this. It might actually be a little bit cheaper.
If you guys have been followers of our videos, you know that we've done like a million 2200G from Ryzen, and with a similar card like the RX 580. So you could probably do the same type of build, but AMD based with a Ryzen processor for like 350 bucks instead of 400. But this processor is really good from Intel. If you're a big Intel fan, then we do highly suggest it. And yeah, you know, if you're just not an AMD guy like some people are out there, then this might be a better build than the 2200G one for you.
And a couple things to consider are upgradability. With an i3 processor, especially on the 9000 series, the ceiling with a motherboard like this might be like an i7-9700, not a high-end i7, but still that is your upgrade path. As with Ryzen, if you get a modern B450 board right now, you could go all the way up to the 3000 series if you wanted to. So with Intel, you're probably gonna get slightly better performance out of the box. $400 for a pretty much brand new Intel system minus a graphics card is a very awesome deal. And well, this is honestly one of the first budget Intel systems that we've done that's brand new on the channel, and we're honestly very impressed.
So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.